some real talent in the studio with me. A Monday Fun Day first. It's our featured local artist, No Small Matter. Thank you for joining us this fine Monday. It's could be a little nicer out. What'd you say?
Pouring.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's horrible. It just started.
Could have sworn I was in Hawaii.
Oh yeah. So just introduce yourself to the good people listening out there.
Yeah, so we're No Small Matter. We're a local band from Abington, Bridgewater-esque area.
Okay.
Yeah, 3-piece little group. Oh yeah, that's right. We're people too. So I'm Zach Connolly. I play the bass. I have a little guitar here today, but we got Zach Duncan on the drums, and Gordon C. Mattel. Gordon C. Mattel on the guitar.
Yeah.
Who goes here to Bridgewater State?
Yes,
Fun
I do.
fact.
I do.
Probably more people
fellow
know that
BSU
than-
Bear.
Yeah, a bear.
Oh, yeah.
Rawr.
Ooh.
That was scary.
Yeah, terrifying in person.
All right. So how long have you been performing together?
Oh God.
We've been together as a band for about 3 years, and we just started getting regularly over like the past 6 months or so.
Yeah, it takes a while to get our stuff together.
Yeah.
It's been going pretty steadily.
Yeah. Last Saturday we were at JP Ryan's in Abington from 9:30 to 12:30. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a very cool place.
So I've heard. I'm a couple towns away from Abington myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far away. It's not like, it's weird, like Abington has a lot of places to play around the area, but where I grew up, East Bridgewater, like all the places have gone away, so it's like really cool to find places to play nowadays.
It's like there's like nothing around here. It's like you're lucky to find something in like the heart of Boston or Providence.
Right.
Yeah, I know, Boston is like the dream, but they won't necessarily take somebody who's been playing for 6 months in bars, but
There's someone with experience.
Right. Oh, yeah. And college people know experience is fun to get when you don't have experience. You need experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And experience is the one thing. It's like a learning experience. Like you're almost like a life learner. Never mind just learning just so you can get yourself a nice fancy looking piece of paper and then make your way off the campus or anything.
Right.
I mean, Gordon can attest to it, but
Yeah.
it's pretty.
It's always like learning something crazy every day.
Right.
Oh, yeah, something crazy.
Like just the other day, like it's got a little. Those listening, interesting fun facts for you that the continents is gonna blow your mind. The continents are growing apart at about the same speed that your fingernails are growing at. Think about that for a second.
That's crazy.
Pretty sure mine grow at different paces. So which one?
Oh boy.
My pinky's dooming the whole world right now.
If the continents drifted at the rate of your pinky finger, the whole world would explode probably.
Oof. It's like strap in, people.
Yeah, no kidding.
No small matter.
Oh yeah, well just
We're geologists, if you haven't realized, as well as
PhDs.
Yeah.
I mean,
so want to hear us play some music, man?
never mind you being geologists. You gotta see if you can really rock the place.
Yeah. We'll try. We'll give it a shot.
Here's
Love it.
little selection from No Small Matter on the Monday Fun at WBIM. Take it away.
I figured it out. Something I did not just nothing to show. Smooth it out, look deep inside. See within a gem that shines. Black against black, white against white. Cannot be seen, you do not see me now. But I do believe that if I color myself in, then I won't be the same as the rest of the world. I'll be visible against the shades of gray. That was called Against the Shades
Thank
of
you.
Gray.
That song can be found on our EP that we released just last month.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. It's been that long or that short. I don't know. Feels like it's been out forever.
It's all how you look at it, man.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
You can find it digitally everywhere if you're interested, and we hope you are.
Yep. We hope so.
Oh, I can only
Yeah,
hope
starting
so.
out with the pluggables
Yeah.
already. What's
Yeah.
up?
Don't worry, Spotify is free.
We sell T-shirts too, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh?
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm in need of some new T-shirts, so
And sweatshirts.
maybe I'll
Yeah.
and sweatshirts.
T-
And if you go to the gym,
tank
we have
top.
some nice tank tops.
Yep.
Those are great.
Good quality linens.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, what don't they have?
I know.
Success.
Sweatpants coming next.
It's like I don't know if you're-
Leggings.
It's like you can't tell if it's like you're an alternative banner or some clothing line with all the things you got going up
Yeah,
for.
well, yeah, the
Mostly
clothing line.
merch.
Mostly clothing.
Mostly clothing.
Yes. The band is on the side. We're really fashion designers.
I know.
Everything from geologists to fashion designers. I'm learning some new stuff today.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think my role in the band is starting to get obsolete. Like, we don't need to write music. T-shirts.
Oh god, yeah. Those Shades of Grey just then. It's up their just right off their was it new EP, self-titled?
Yep. Self-titled EP.
Yeah, iTunes likes to call it a single because they have very narrow definitions of what everything is, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, that works, I guess.
Nah, Spotify knows what's up.
Yep, they do.
Yep.
I mean, at least they know what an EP is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's also the album's gonna be Nick's pick of the week. Our trusty music director, Mr. Nick Jordan's gonna highlight your music for a little while
Yeah,
here
we
at
saw him hanging that
WBIM.
up. That's awesome. We're famous.
Almost famous.
Almost.
Oh wait, that's a radio show too.
I don't know about that just yet.
Yeah, we're almost there, and we'll be there for a while. All right.
All right, see what else we got up your sleeves there.
All right,
You want another one? Okay. What do you want to play?
Song might help.
Let's do the one that's next on the. Give them a little acoustic
Okay.
EP version.
All right, so this one's called "Waiting on a Call."
This is also on the new E EP.
pass away. Waiting on the fall. Waiting on the fall. You can see he's not alone. You can see he turns the corner and the thief raises the gun up to his head. There's no way out. Triple tapping to the ground. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a And she picks up the phone, 'cause she's wondering how he's been. Waiting on a call.
All right, I was waiting on a call. This is a reminder you're tuned to live. No Small Matter, the Monday Fun Day with Punmeister Sean and the good people of No Small Matter, Zach Gordon and also Zach.
Yeah, it's a little confusing sometimes.
2 Z's and a G.
I don't know what that makes. It's like almost like ZZ Top, but
Yeah, when you
Yeah.
talk to like people who run venues and anything, when one of us goes and talks to them, it's like, hey, Zach, nice to see you guys. And they're like, hey, cool, nice to meet you, shake hand. Hi, I'm Gordon, hi, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Zach. And then they kind of give you like a look and like,
Wasn't the other guy Zach?
the other guy's like, are you guys pulling something on me? And it's like,
confusing
no,
other
it's a
people way
horrible
more than us.
coincidence.
What's worse is me and the other Zach, we used to have classes together, and that used to mess up the teachers all the time.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, wait, you guys are both named Zach?
Uh-huh.
How am I supposed to figure this out?
You
I'm like,
don't.
I don't know, you're the teacher.
And the worst part is, it's spelled the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Z-A-C-H.
It's not
And-
like other
Oh,
The
people.
bad
man.
spelling of
And
Zach.
if you're watching live, it makes it worse that we both have beards and the same color hair, too.
Yeah.
And we're roughly around the same height. I'm a little bit taller.
Don't do that to me, please.
I'm sorry. I have to. I have
Had to bring up the height.
I mean, they can't see it unless they're on live.
Oh, yeah.
We need to be their eyes and ears. Well, like just the eyes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, gotta keep your eyes and ears open. You're tuned in live through WBIM. It's on the Facebook page, is it? Or
Yeah, I think we're streaming. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were like,
Oh.
oh, we got a Facebook stream. Yeah, I'm like, hey guys.
oh, babe.
You just realized this?
I am deaf. I'm sorry, people who are deaf. I was actually should have said that.
Nice.
No. No. Yeah, we do have a
Would they be able
Facebook
to
page.
listen?
Yeah. Our trusty drummer runs the good old Facebook page.
All the
That's
social
because Zach
media.
can figure it out.
Yeah.
Which Zach, though?
That's the question.
That's the question.
That is the
Oh,
question.
Right.
It helps in sometimes like situations like that.
Who does all your booking and runs your social media? Zach.
Zach.
Wait, which one of you? Yes.
Yeah, and then they always
And then
assume
we
it's the
don't-
front man.
we don't
Who
talk
writes a
about
lot of music? Zach.
that. Yes.
Wait. Which one?
Gordon.
Yeah, you're lucky to be part of the band with a different name.
I know.
And he can't grow a beard either.
Yeah, no.
Right.
So I'm the only beardless one.
But Yeah, there's like a weird similarity between me and Gordon because we both have glasses, and then me and Zach because we both have beards.
You're kind of just the generic one in the middle of us, too.
Yeah.
I'm like your love child.
Sure.
Gordon's got short
All
hair.
right.
He has all the good traits, Gordon. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's all cool.
Like we said, we can't help your ratings.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
That's true.
If anything, I could use publicity.
All right.
Tons.
All right, we want to get another one in?
Well, if you want to, the stage is yours.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, it would be if we had one.
Summer, yeah, because it's
Summer.
raining outside. And
This is about a season we wish was happening right now.
And the break for summer just a matter of weeks away.
Yep. Thank God.
Can't come here soon enough. Take it away.
All right. 2, 3. Everybody's the same way. Kicked up cocktails with flavoring. Work was overwhelming today. Time to kick back, alleviate the pain. Everyone is getting sun, but don't ask why they hate the day. Feeling headache, I'm calling in, I don't feel too great today. Everyone is going out, but don't ask why they're not around for work. They only want the night with the red hot nails, lipstick, and cheap champagne. All will fall in line to party till the lights and neon signs all burning bright, thought out the night now. Everybody wants to be the last one to get kicked out of the party where the princes pick the princess, but you don't know who's picked you. Don't know, you don't know.
Ah, summertime. The living is easy.
It is.
And you just
That's a
don't-
good
Easier.
song. That's a good song.
What song?
Summertime and the living's easy. Yeah.
Song like-
Gershwin.
Ooh,
Gershwin tune.
ooh.
It's an old one.
Oh, yeah. Classic stuff.
Yeah. So that was the first song we ever released.
Yeah, you can also find it on everywhere digitally, but it sounds nasty.
It doesn't sound that.
No, it sounds good.
It sounds pretty good.
Sounds good. It was recorded in my basement.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it sounds pretty good for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Acoustic
for a
sounds.
basement recording, it does sound pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
The EP, however, was done all professionally
Yes. Yeah.
by Joe Merrick's Guilty Dog
Guilty Dog
Studios
Studios,
in
yeah.
Marshfield.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Awesome guy.
yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Absolute legend in
Legend.
Marshfield.
yeah.
Yeah, Marshall.
Listen, yeah, it just made everything sound crazy good,
Yeah.
like beyond our wildest dreams.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, I can
wait a
only
second, our
imagine.
music can sound professional.
Wildest dreams. Do you often dream of being in a recording studio?
Yeah, it's a recurring dream slash
A
nightmare.
recurring nightmare.
Yeah.
I can't remember the song I'm supposed to record.
I
Yeah.
do that 2
And
second
we're
riff
paying by the
again.
hour.
Like coordinate our gig. How does our original song go?
Huh, I forgot.
Oh yeah, let's
We
skip
have a few of them. It happens.
Just another day in the band.
Yep, exactly.
fun stuff.
I mean, it's like, it's different, like, if I don't remember the lyrics of a song, because most often people also aren't going to know the lyrics, so
Right.
it's like, if I make a sound that sounds about right, and people will get it, but if you miss a chord, it's like,
Something's wrong
are
here.
you right over there, guitarist?
Yeah.
No, and then he goes to the bathroom and leaves us to mid-set just improv.
You know, that has to happen sometimes. It's okay.
Just make something up
Yeah.
on the fly.
Yeah, it was
Exactly.
fun. We were okay. It was ZZ on JP.
Is what?
It was ZZ and JP.
Yeah.
Easy and J.
ZZ for me, Zach and Zach, and then JP for JP Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah.
it rhymes. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
good job.
ZZ for
Yeah.
JP.
All right.
Yeah, Zach is plotting to overtake the writing position. We have no positions in the band.
It's like anarchy every day.
Yeah.
It's organized chaos.
Yeah, with really
Very
little
loosely organized. It's organized chaos if you take out the organized.
Yeah. If your organizational system is just throwing things in the air, then that's organized.
It's like throwing at a dartboard when you're not good at darts.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no dart.
It's just going somewhere.
You'll get
It'll hit
better.
But
something,
where?
you hope. Exactly, but where? We don't
Sometimes a
know.
human.
Ouch.
Been there.
So
Like
I
you've
thought we
been
were
there, you've
going
done
to do
that.
like a little EP thing that we launched in the summer, which wasn't
Yeah.
on the EP.
Yeah.
You mixed it up on me. I wasn't ready.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
It's alright.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that song now. I think we should do that song.
Sure. You want to hear another one?
Oh, sure, we'd love to.
All right.
All right,
You
this-
introduce this one, Zach.
Oh yeah.
do it.
Which one? Who knows? One of you start talking.
Rock, paper, scissors.
This song is called Aim Straight.
Who was it written by?
No small matter.
You're darn wow. You're darn straight.
Wow.
Wow.
Zach and Gordon wrote it.
Once again, you're tuned to WBIM. Keep it here.
1, 2, 3. Pull your hand to your waist. There's no time we can take. Wait for the signal. Aim straight. This is your fate. Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice. I'm a wanted man. Oh yeah. I'm a wanted man. Are my sins all they see? My heart's feeling heavy. Reach for the shovel. That grave meant for me. Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice, I'm a wanted cold steel burns through my skin. What's that voice I'm hearing? Why me and not him? Didn't expect this from my next of kin. Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice, I'm a wanted man. Oh yeah, I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was wanted. And whether he's still on the run or not, I haven't a
That's
clue.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Please don't come for me.
Wanted dead or alive.
Yeah, so that was all the music that we have out.
Yeah, from-
That's been released.
No, we have more music. It's just
We have
not
more music?
released.
I don't know what.
and from what you have, like, that's been released. I mean, 2 words. Mind blown.
Oh,
sorry.
thank you.
Oh,
Well,
I
we're
wanted
sorry.
oh, no. No need
Hopefully
to
someone
apologize
can
for
put your head
anything.
back
In fact, I'm the one that should be thanking you. Just
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, in that case, I wrote that song.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't want to give like one person all the credit.
No,
You're right.
Gordon helped. No, Gordon came up with a riff, and then we sat down and banged out the
They
Words.
just
the words
The
together.
words about
just
the
went from
cowboy.
there.
Yeah, that was one of those practices where we came in and threw
Yeah.
everything up in the air, and a
Just
song landed.
Yeah, just at the dartboard. And
Hey,
landed
what
on
goes up's got to
cowboy.
come down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I came in
Yeah.
from the practice next week, and they're like, "Hey, Zach, we wrote a song." And I was like, "Okay." And so they showed me the lyrics to it, and I was like,
Immediately.
"Is that a
nope.
country song?"
Yeah, you were immediately was no, not happening.
I was like, "That doesn't seem like it fits with everything else we've done." And they're like, "It's fine. It's fine to do it." I'm like,
we know what we're doing.
"Okay."
Sometimes.
And we started playing. I was like, "Guys, this is amazing." They're like, "I know."
Now it's the most successful song off our.
Yeah, off the EP, that's the one that has the most listens.
Here's the thing: like, how will you know unless you at least try something out?
Exactly.
And it's for all the listeners out there. And never mind, like, if you're not in a talented alternative band like these guys are, I mean, does anything? Like, how will you know unless you try something out? If you're not a fan, it's not like you have to keep trying it. I mean, just seeing what works and what doesn't. A lot of trial and error.
Exactly.
Speaking from my own experience, used to do computer science here for a bit. Ugh.
Wrong keystroke.
But now you know that you don't like it.
Exactly.
You tried it.
Like, here I am.
Yeah.
In communication studies, I mean, I would go so far to say it's like I had died and gone to heaven, but like,
It was an upgrade. Is what
oh yeah,
Yeah.
certainly an upgrade and improvement from before.
If you died and went to heaven, where does that make us? Does that mean we're all.
You know what? I didn't really think of that.
Yeah, I think
Huh?
so.
Wow. Dead and Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's us.
Yeah, we're the Grateful Dead.
I guess so.
Pretty
What other
grateful.
music do we have?
Oh, so grateful.
Oh, yeah.
And probably trying out some interesting substances. No,
Oh, jeez.
no, not that kind of Grateful Dead, but
No.
I hope not anyway.
No.
What other music do we have? You would think I would know
Great.
this.
He wrote all the songs and doesn't remember any of them. Fantastic.
Well,
Do you have any questions for us to kill time while he thinks?
I got a question for you.
Oh,
It's taking
good.
a long time.
It's a long
I mean,
question.
Here's somebody like question for the each of you, 2 Gordons and a Zach, or 2 Zachs and a Gordon.
Yeah. That would be troublesome if there were 2
I'll
Gordons. You can't.
Oh.
It's just me.
Oh, I can't even speak today. So the question for the each of you:
Sure.
what has been your favorite part about being a part of No Small Matter?
I get paid to play music. That's like that's like the
I get it.
lifelong dream of any musician. Like, I'm being paid to go and play music in some scummy bar at night. They're not all scummy. I'm just kidding. But no, it's fun. I like it. What about you, Zach?
Which one?
Whichever.
We got a
Little response first.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I gotta go first?
yeah.
Yeah, he's still
Alright.
thinking about the other
I
thing.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like being able to make what's in my head like a reality, and like being able to entertain people and either pump people up or comfort them, or really play into whatever emotion they're feeling. Just give somebody something to listen to.
Oh yeah.
And being paid's nice. And I guess seeing these two isn't bad either. But
I hate both of you. So.
yeah, it's okay. Yeah. We know.
Yeah. I'll put the other question on.
Yeah, great. All
Okay,
right.
what about other
Now,
Zach?
buckle
Other-
up, get
other
some
Zach,
popcorn. This is gonna take a half hour.
strap
No,
in.
I just-
Yeah, strap in.
No, the like, it's so bizarre. Like I started writing music back in high school or whatever. I picked up the guitar after. Yeah, right. I picked up the guitar after, playing bass guitar. Like started playing trumpet, but like moved over to like more string instruments and everything. But like, it's just weird. You have all these like songs that are racing through your head every single minute of every single day, and like to you it feels real, and it's like, oh yeah, that's just a song that just is part of my life. And then when you like play it for other people and other people experience it for the first time, they're like, that was really cool. And I was like, I don't know about that. They're like, no, that was really cool. I'm like, oh crap, somebody thinks I'm cool.
And then you say, thanks, Dad.
Yeah, right. No, but just like seeing something that's been in like that has been like a very personal thing and a very intimate thing, go out and having other people experience that is something else entirely.
Right.
It's really cool.
Like a thing that you wrote so long ago and you're attached to is now you're able to play it in front of like 40 to 50 people.
Yeah, it's a rush every single time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It always sounds different too. Like what I found, like with the songs that like we've written, like in your head they sound one way, and you're like, "Ooh, I like this," but then once you actually all play it and it comes together, you're like,
Sounds differently.
"Wow!" You're like, "This is like beyond what I thought it could be," and that's one of the other things I really love about doing this is that it takes what I had in my head and mostly like expands it into something that I couldn't even think of by myself, and that's just awesome.
Or it goes the other way, and you're like, oh, this sounds really cool in my head, and you start playing, and you're like, oh, yeah, that chord that's in my head doesn't exist.
That's usually me, the drummer.
Yeah, the drummer.
Gonna
When the
figure
drummer
something
tries to
out.
write, there's an issue.
Yeah. That usually comes out as, hey guys, I have something, so you guys can find a chord that matches what I just sang.
All right, so for those of you who just tuned in, this has been the presentation of Behind the Music. We would be putting this on. If you know an executive at VH1, be taking some notes now.
Yes, please. Maybe we can get on to Unplugged.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Man, I don't even know. Like, you're lucky if you see like anything that's not one of the Teen Moms or Jersey Shore.
The only thing I watched on VH1 is RuPaul.
I don't
That's
like
the
MTV,
greatest show
excuse
of
me.
all time.
Agreed.
What?
You watch it? Why haven't we been chatting about it? Man.
Alright, so he has a totally different life that we never know about. So literally, so we've told you that we've been together doing music for like 3 years, right? And just recently, like a month ago, he pulls out this PA system that is twice what we've been using.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, it's just been in my basement, guys. You want to use it now? And we're like, where was this? Like 3 years ago. It's just like twice the power.
Oh, I just walk by it every day.
Yeah, and then we go out and buy
Bowls
like
and stuff
stands.
on it, and I
Yeah.
forget
We go and
it's
buy
actually
stands for the
equipment.
speakers, and he comes by the last gig last Saturday with other stands that he already had in his
Oh, you're
house.
like 2 steps ahead of you.
Yeah. So we don't really even know if we know
Yeah.
Zach Conley.
We don't.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, me neither.
So one last little something, little question for you. Is there anything you'd like to say to all those who are listening out there, aside from little known facts about the musicians here?
So what would want to say to the listeners that are tuning in
anything like
right
words
now.
of encouragement, especially because you can see you got 2 weeks left in the semester
yeah.
here. I mean,
Study hard, do your homework.
Stay
Your
off
finals, yeah, stay off drugs. Your finals,
Oh, God, yeah.
they'll be fine. You'll get through it. You'll be okay. I'm going through the same thing right now. You're good.
oh yeah, we got someone who's
Yeah.
can relate to it.
Yeah,
Excuse
exactly.
me, a fellow BSU bear.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, I
hunker
don't
down and
know.
you can do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I totally got. Don't follow any of my study habits.
No, but
I went off of the.
What study habits?
Yeah,
Exactly.
No,
That's
this zero study
Yeah,
habit.
I was a wing it sort of person. Just be like, you know what? It's gonna be okay.
It's
I'm
never
gonna
okay.
relax. Hey, we got degrees.
About that.
So
Yeah, that's
we
true.
did. So we passed.
Wait,
Somehow,
yeah,
we did it.
I would have loved, like, if I had the foresight to be like, yo, I got stuff coming up in, like, a month. I should probably, like, write that essay now instead of...
That reminds me.
I have that essay tomorrow to write.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that might be a good
Where-
time to
where
check
those-
all your assignments. Read through your syllabus again because you
Yeah.
might have something you forgot about,
Oh yeah.
and that's not a good thing when you show up to graduation. They hand you a diploma and they're like, "Oh wait, just kidding."
Yeah.
That last score
Audiobooks.
just came back.
Audiobooks are fantastic if you like have other stuff you're doing or like going to the gym or whatever.
Or watching
Just like-
YouTube until 5 a.m. So.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
could
instead
do
of
that,
doing that,
too.
just
The
pull out,
latest
like,
and
an audiobook
greatest.
in your crowd
Yeah.
and
latest
just-
and greatest memes to watch as your dinner's
degree
being
flies
made,
away in front of your eyes.
or as you're breathing, man. You're like some of the titles of these things. Like I spend a little, I don't know. Depends on the day. Spend a little more time than I probably should. Like it's like, do I binge watch something? Do I binge watch something, or do I work on this 5-page paper we got? Or it's
Right.
like, oh, decisions.
I know.
But here's the thing, like like the listeners out there, there's a couple of sides you're probably on right now. I thought you're probably thinking politics is more dividable, thinking it's like so some of the people who are excited. I mean, they're just powering through these last couple of weeks, and some others they still have stuff they gotta do anyway. But to them, summer break can't get here soon enough, and especially with this weather,
I know.
summer song was perfect. Let me tell you.
Look at these poor people walking by,
Honestly,
all
though,
soaking wet.
It might help because I always notice when it was nicer out towards the end of the semester. It made studying way worse. Like if it was like
Yeah,
snowing
that's
up
true.
until like the time school ended, it would have been so much
Oh,
easier
God.
to pass.
Yeah, if you feel like you're like, I gotta study for this exam, you look outside and it's just
everyone's-
pouring rain. You're like, good, okay.
yeah.
So the world is also feeling my existential dread right now. I feel a lot better. Something is sharing that right now.
Yeah, but when you see all the people outside playing frisbee and hanging out on the grass, it's like, I don't want to study.
It's a whole
right
nother.
now. Yeah.
It's a whole nother feeling in and of
Yeah.
itself.
So study outside.
That person's running in Uggs.
Monotonous.
Those are the least waterproof footwear you can possibly find.
You didn't even wear a jacket, don't you?
Yeah, but at least I'm wearing shoes, not just pads on your feet that are just gonna absorb all the moisture.
Did you think of a song yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I have like
what'd you
20
think
them,
of?
So
The second,
my
Against the
God.
Shades of Grey.
Oh,
There's
okay.
another one.
There is. Too many.
It's a little pretentious, but I did it anyways.
that's okay. Just stay tuned for the third.
All right. It's called Against the Shades of Grey 2. You might have found another way to fight, but you might have found the fight's already done. Fortune's in the hands of the ones that are gone, buried in the fires of those who are right. I walk through an electric jungle to find the face of God. But I found the face of God was shunned, swallowed by the hollowed master of peace and of fun, who was only the Wizard of Oz. And a riot's on the pipeline. That's what I saw on my phone. Sean killed Billy, a well-to-do man who had loved country and kin. But Billy had joined the National Front, and then I was just protecting home. John killed Billy in self-defense, and then I did nothing wrong. The wicked witch of the west and of the east did fight to prove which one of them was wrong. Never did they mention that Anna and John were burned at the stake that night. Say who's right or wrong? Isn't it all just in shades of gray? The concrete jungle is burning down. The people cry out loud. Shades of gray. The concrete jungle is burning down. The people cry out loud. Who is to say who's right or wrong? Isn't it all just in shades of gray? The whole world is burning down. The people dying now. You might have found another way to fight. You might have found the fight's already done. Fortune's in the hands of the ones that are gone, buried in the fires of those who are right.
That's not us clapping for that.
That wasn't Zach clapping.
Which one?
Exactly.
We should
You're gonna
rename
do
our
this
space.
the whole time.
Yes, it's the easiest thing for me to say.
Yeah, that was against the shade. What is that word?
Against the
Careful.
shades
Against the shades
of gray. Two.
I don't know why I just put up 2 in front
Out
of
of
the
3.
microphone.
The 2.
2 for all the microphones looking at us. It's the number
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, that one was
There's a
interesting.
sequel.
because like Against the Shades of Grey one I wrote so long ago. It was like one of the first songs I wrote, and this one I only wrote, I don't know, like 3-4 years ago. Just so much crap happening in the world, and I just like couldn't contain it all, and so like everything, every emotion, everything I had just went into that song. And I wanted to explore a different perspective on, you know, the metaphor of, you know, colors against the shades of gray, black and white, that whole entire imagery. That's what happened. Listened to a lot of Bob Dylan, cried a bit, and wrote that song. So
Where'd the chocolate ice cream come in?
it was after the song was
After
done.
the song.
Before and
As a
after?
reward.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one line from it's a Bob Dylan song really sticks out. It's the times they really are changing. Like
Yep. They are.
you just look around and there's the thing that's going on today. It's actually Earth Day today.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, go
Earth
Earth.
Day.
Happy birthday, Earth. I don't think that's
not-
what it is.
No, it's like celebrate like the amazing
It's not
Planet.
his birthday.
To celebrate.
It's about you're about 4 billion years late there.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's keeping track of this?
I think it's like on the celebration of Earth Day got a little special announcement here. Some of your garbage there can be more than just garbage. Did you know you can give it another life? All you gotta do is recycle. You can learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. That's iwanttoberecycled.org. This message brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council and WBIM naturally, where we're here with No Small Matter.
Yeah.
That's us. Recycle.
Save
Yeah,
Earth.
Earth
Yeah.
Day.
Tell them No
Earth Day.
Small Matter sent you.
Yeah, no small matter recycles.
Yeah,
the
it's a
Earth
big
is
deal.
no small matter. Get what I just did there?
Wow.
Aha.
Haha.
Wow.
But
Well
no,
played.
seriously, if you can do anything,
That
you
was
know,
good. Good job.
protect the Earth in any way, do any kind of activism, it's definitely
Well,
appreciated.
careful what kind of activism you do. But
Oh, yeah.
something that's positive.
Yeah. Please.
Absolutely.
And there's a riot that started at BSU. They say Zach sent him.
Now, wait a second. I thought it'd be more of a. I was thinking it'd be more of a UMass thing, but that's a story for another time.
You.
I used to get absolutely mobbed here. Was they had this thing called Spring Fest during when most of these schools had their April vacation. Needless to say, they just kind of toss it out.
Yeah.
You know, like house parties and. I'll tell you what, I couldn't be caught dead in one of those because.
I don't think I
Quite frankly-
I know I would, like, I just can't function.
You
in
would
house
die.
Oh,
parties.
God, no.
Like,
You would die.
I would not even like any like of like what happens. I would just walk in and be like, oh gosh, there's
Yeah.
more than 3 people here.
I can
man.
totally relate.
You're cool, but I'm gonna go home and
nap.
His body would eat itself immediately.
People are like, yeah, Zach, what's going on? Are you all right? I'm just like sitting there shaking outside. I'm like, oh, no, I'm
getting cold
fine.
sweats.
I just realized I have
Living the
some
dream.
stuff to write. Like you're sweating profusely. It's like I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
He's running around looking for little gamer tags that pop up around people's heads.
Oh man.
It's the wrong
Oh, I'm the
color.
exact
You're not
same
the blue
way.
team. Where's the red team at?
Oh man.
We got time for one more?
Oh, we most certainly do.
Yes.
I think we got some.
You want to just give them part 3?
Or should we leave him hanging?
Yeah. No, we're not. Going
No, that's rude.
Oh, you got to finish what you
They have
started.
to have the whole trilogy. Right.
There's
It's
little.
like Lord of the Ring, except not as good.
It's Against the Shades of Grey,
Yeah.
the third and final part.
Yeah. Final for now.
For now.
it's-
Haha.
Part
Yeah,
four
because
might
who
come.
knows?
Part-
Anything could happen. What's it called?
It's called Against the Shades of Grey 6. Little did you know that the first Shades of Grey was the 4th one. There's 3 more than before it. No, it's Against the Shades of Grey 3, also known as When the Eagles Fall.
You named it.
I
You
did name
named
it.
it.
And I
Oh,
forgot
man.
the name.
This is
It's
going
When
to
the
be
Eagles
interesting, guys.
Thank you. When the Eagles
Yeah,
Fall.
good job.
Okay. You started.
Let's start with the D. Or
Yeah,
G.
D.
See what I mean?
There it is. I remember it.
Things I don't have to deal with as a drummer. What chord to start on. Thank you guys for stopping by.
If I were the only man in the world, just for a day, I wouldn't complain. I'd make my mistakes, I wouldn't refrain. If I had a dime for every day, I'd make a mistake, I'd run away and be the magnate of disdain. 'Cause the bombs are going off, the fear not far behind, the face of family, frown finality, disgust of what I have done. 'Cause when the eagles fall, it feels like when the heat came before dawn. I gaze upon the earth, fakes long. I wouldn't complain, I'd make my mistakes, I won't refrain against the shades of gray. Truth I cast aside, and the lies I bedded long. The hate I bred led towards finality, disgust of what I have done. I stand at the end with no one around. Guess it's the pain I've caused. The man in the mirror has led me to ruin. Guess it's the pain I've caused. But it's all over now. The fear has found a home. The view is fine here at finality. Accept all that I've done. Wouldn't complain, I'd make my mistakes, I won't refrain. I wouldn't complain, I'd make my mistakes, I won't refrain. I wouldn't complain, I'd make my mistakes, I won't refrain against the shades of gray.
Can you think of a better trilogy? Come on, I dare you to think of something.
The Lord of the Rings was pretty good.
Yeah.
Hobbit wasn't bad either.
No. We don't talk about that one so much.
It was fun to watch.
I enjoyed it, you know.
Just doesn't, I don't think it matches up to the quality of Lord of the Rings. But it was fun.
It's because of the timing of it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings was so Oh, you know what? Let's not geek
Yeah,
out.
no, we can't get into
No,
this.
I'm all for the geeking out.
Hangover series wasn't bad.
I haven't seen a single one of those.
Are you serious?
Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one here.
We're not alone.
Just as well.
Oh, another good trilogy would be Us Three, but
Us three?
Wait, so which one of us is the first movie?
it's me because I was born first.
Oh, that's how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it starts off with
Really high and then went down.
Then the bar goes down very fast.
yeah.
The quality.
comes up a little bit
At the end.
kind of stays there. Yeah.
They're hitting me with the height thing again.
Oh,
Nah, is that what you meant?
No, I meant like
Yeah.
just quality,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Right, it's all good. Yeah, I just want to... I don't even know if words can do justice for the... Like... But I'll say something anyway. Just thank you
Oh,
so
thank
much
you
for
so
paying
much.
us a little visit.
Thank you so much for having us.
No problem. It was no small matter.
Aha!
Ah,
Pun
clever.
fully
Pretty
intended.
big deal.
That can't be a thing we do all the time.
No, we need to stop that.
No, just
pun-
when we need a pun.
Puns are my job. So those listening, that was some No Small Matter. They got an EP that was out just last month. It's self-titled. They're based right out of the South Shore of good old Massachusetts.
Yes, we are.
And boy, there's some talented people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate
so
it.
Really
talented.
appreciate it.
If you like our stuff, we have another EP coming out probably in about a month or so.
Within the next 5 years.
Doing some more recording.
With Joe again.
Oh, yeah.
We have a website, nosmallmatterband.com. You can find us on all the social media. Not Pinterest, though. Is that social media? Kind of.
Yeah.
We're at No Small Matter Band, except Twitter at NSM_band. Our website is nosmallmatterband.com. You can buy merch, t-shirts,
a lot
that
of
kind of
things.
stuff.
Just,
Oh, yeah.
We'll just think of that.
Yeah,
T-shirts.
just t-shirts.
A lot of apparel.
Sweatshirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
We made ourselves an equipment bag, which is
did.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not for sale.
Ooh.
No. So, don't mention.
Ah, it's priceless.
Yeah,
It is priceless.
exactly.
One of a kind.
Yep.
We'll auction it off when we die.
Absolutely. So it's... Can't believe I'm saying this, but we're near the end of Monday Fun Day here on WBIM. But not to worry, those who normally tune in, we're back. We are back this time next week, 3 to 5 p.m. Greatest hits and now and then, plus a whole lot more. Heck, I might even play a little No Small Matter while I'm at it.
Ooh.
'Cause why not?
That sounds fun.
I understand you're also going to be barging in on the Mayhem crew. a little
Monday
later.
night. Is it Madness or Mayhem?
Monday Night Mayhem.
Monday Night Mayhem.
He'll be glad to
We'll
have
be here
you.
7 to 8.
Monday night mayhem.
So in case
Self-imposed.
you're probably thinking, those who are tuning in just now, you're probably thinking, oh no, I just missed a really local band, but don't you worry. You gotta tune in right around 7. First half of Mayhem, these guys gonna be back at it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Back at it.
Yeah.
Back in the saddle.
I get something to eat first.
Oh yeah.
I'm starving.
Head to good old Bear's Den, probably.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of things going on.
Really?
So here's something, here's another interesting thing that's happening at the BSU campus. One last thing for you. Stressed out? Let Outreach Education and the BSU Peer Educators help you stop and take a breath. Learn some new breathing techniques for relaxation while also having fun with bubbles. Now wait a second, people. One cannot simply blow a bubble without learning the proper technique. Listen carefully. I'm only gonna play this once, and then it's up to you to figure that on out. Thank me later. Oh, hold on. I gotta unmute it. All right. Some very important steps you gotta take if you're gonna blow the bubble properly. I mean, you can do what you want to, but looking for best results.
First go like this. Spin around, stop. Double take 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then pelvic thrust. Woo! Woo! Stop on your right foot. Don't forget it. Now it's time to bring it around town. Bring it around town. Then you do this, then this, and this, then that, and this, and that, and this, and that, and then...
And that's how it's done, people. That's how you make yourself a fine-looking bubble. It's crazy, man. That show's over to, it'll be 20 years ago. In the next, I think it's like next. It's right around the corner, man. It's like I'm feeling old already. Well, anyway, we got do believe we got some. I'm not sure if the Mouth and Off guys are coming in, but you never know. But in any case, we do have the good people from No Small Matter. To Zach and Gordon, I finally got it right this time.
Yeah.
Monday Night Mayhem. That's for Monday Fun Day. As always, don't forget. Well, first you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I know it sounds like a pain sometimes or agonizing, but look on the bright side. Once it's all wrapped up, you get to do what you want to do. Makes sense, don't it? It's kind of like spare change in a way. It makes sense. All right, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for listening.
Catch him again on Monday Night Mayhem. Funmeister Sean and No Small Matter out.
When you were listening to 91.5 WBIM FM, the radio voice of Bridgewater State University, it's 7 o'clock on Monday night, which means you're listening to Monday Night Mayhem, and I am your host, DJ Dirty Q, of this very special episode, as we have South Shore's most electrifying band, No Small Matter, in the Fishbowl studio downstairs.
Yes.
How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Yeet.
Fantastic.
I can't believe I
Back
just
for
said
part
that.
2.
So if you guys were tuning into BIM earlier this afternoon on Monday Fun Day, you heard a band was coming in, and they kind of hung out for an hour or so, and they're sticking around for part 2. So guys, I appreciate you staying around. And
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you for having us.
oh, no problem. Monday Mayhem loves music, and we'll do everything we can to support local bands, especially college radio. This is what we're for.
Yeah,
So thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you for that chicken for being so good.
Oh yeah, the food over in the
Stopped
Bears
by
Den.
Bears Den.
Oh, my
The two
God.
Zachs are graduates of Stonehill, so they haven't experienced.
Actually, that's not
Bears
true.
Den
I've
chicken
been
fingers.
here back in high school when we would do jazz.
Yeah.
All right, so it's just me.
shows and whatever. Yeah, it's just you.
It's basically
Just
just me. But the food was
So I have had
fantastic.
the food, but
Yeah,
it's
it was
been a
good.
while since I've had it. And it's pretty good.
So everybody tuning in, we had that little Bears Den plug, always good. So we have two Zachs. We got Zach we got bass and lead vocals. We have another Zach on drums and backing vocals, and we have Gordon. Not another Zach, but
Thank God it's not another Zach.
Last name starts with a Z though, so it's
Yeah,
close.
so
Close enough.
Close enough.
I got that continuity going.
Yeah.
We could pull off ZZZ Top if we wanted, but
Yeah.
Nice tribute band. So you guys just had your self-titled EP release this past March, I believe,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
March
3
15th?
songs. Yeah, the Ides of March.
The Ides of March.
The Ides of March.
yeah, I know.
To commemorate
not?
the murder of Julius Caesar.
Yeah, I saw it
We
was the
came out
Ides of
with
March when it came out. I was like,
EP.
oh, that's right. Oh, God.
We should have had the guy in the logo have a knife
Yeah.
instead of a gun.
Yeah.
So I was speaking of that, I was looking at some of you guys who have your artwork on your website and your Facebook page. So you want to take me through the album work? Any significance going on with that, or?
The album artwork. So it's kind of like a mishmash of the different, the contents of the 3 songs that are in the EP. So here you see there's the guy and he has the weapon, but everything's kind of grayscale, but there's the butterfly that's sitting on the barrel. He's just staring at it. It's all in color and everything. So in the first song is Against the Shades of Grey, which is kind of that's kind of represented by the butterfly against the gray. It's
Right.
kind of I wrote it back in, I don't know, high school, and it's kind of stayed with me over the years, and it's gone through different iterations. We finally put it out here. But it's kind of a basic, finding yourself standing out amongst the cacophony of everything else, finding, the color in yourself to stand out, that kind of thing. The second song, Waiting on a Call, is kind of where the image itself comes from on the album cover. So it's the story of this guy who, through whatever circumstances, gets kicked out of his house because his wife either doesn't love him anymore, he did something crappy. It's not really stated within the song itself, but he get kicked out of the house, loses his job, and then he's just kind of sitting on the street. At the end, he gets mugged and passes away at the end.
It's really uplifting.
It's a very uplifting song.
Fits the mood of the weather outside.
Yeah, I know,
it
right?
does.
But so that's what the main image is that's supposed to be kind of him kind of sitting there contemplating his own life. And like it's weird because like he is the weapon, but in that song he doesn't actually. He's the one that gets shot. But the next song, Aim Straight, is actually something that Gordon and Zach, you guys wrote that one.
It's about cowboys.
It is about cowboys. And cowboys have guns. So.
It's not
Good
as
old
like
duel.
it's a more fun song. It's just about like a duel, more like the story of that.
It's like so it has like a mix of a lighthearted sort of just like country western feel, and then if you want to get like more a little bit in depth, it kind of gets on like how stupid of a process that was to solve your problems was to just aim a gun at each other and just hope and pray that you didn't actually get shot or that you're faster than the other guy. And in the song you actually find out that the two people
spoil it.
all right, there's something in there between the two people. You gotta listen for it though.
Do you guys want to give the listeners a taste?
We would love to.
Yeah. Would you like to hear the EP in order or jumbled up?
Whatever you guys want to do. How you want to sell it.
I think let's throw it to you guys in order. So I'm gonna start this off. This is Against the Shades of Grey. 1, 2, 3, 4. Figured it out. It's something I did not know much about. Looked in the mirror and realized how to finally make myself stand out. The world is in shades of gray, black and white, it's all the same. With this change, will they see me here? Or will I once again disappear? Black against black, white against white, cannot be seen. You do not see me now, but I do believe that if I color myself in, then I won't be the same as the rest of the world. I'll be visible against the shades of gray. I'm an untouched stone, rough around the edges, nothing to show. Smooth it out, look deep inside. See within a gem that shines. Black against black, white against white, cannot be seen. You do not see me now, but I do believe that if I color myself in, then I won't be the same as the rest of the world. I'll be visible against the shades of
Thank you.
Self-wooing there.
Self-wooing.
Good jam, guys. I really dug that.
Thank you.
That was good. I liked that a lot. So, how did you guys kind of form up and meet up together?
So it was a long, say a long process. So there,
Kind of a long process.
Let's see if I can figure out the words. The iteration of this band, the band currently, it's only been around for like, 3 years at this point-ish around.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
So
More so
originally,
too,
there was a group that Gordon was in with like a bunch of our friends, and they were like, "Oh, we need a bassist," and so they're like, "Hey, Zach, you want to play bass in this band thing?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah, why not?" So I came, went over. I didn't really know Gordon at that point. He was the singer at the time. Is the person that I knew
Was the
in band.
mutual friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we played for a bit, and over the course of like a few months, most of the people kind of dropped out until it was just me, Gordon, and the singer. And you know, we were doing stuff, and we're like, we kind of want to do something with this, but we need somebody to play drums. And so Zach was a friend of mine over at Stonehill. We
I had
met.
no connection to Gordon whatsoever.
Yeah, no. Still no connection. I don't
Yeah,
like
no.
him.
We barely even like each other.
Yeah, I was like, I know this drummer that we can use, so we brought Zach on. And for like a year-ish, it was a 4-piece thing where I played bass.
Yeah.
I wasn't singing.
We were
the other
called
kid was
Foreign
singing.
Aid.
Yep. Foreign aid.
Yeah, we were searching for names at that point.
Yeah, that got messed
That
up
was
quite a bit.
one of the names that we had, and
Yeah. Then the singer left, and then it was the 3 of us.
yeah, and
now-
we wouldn't play for a bit after he left. It was
Yeah.
almost like it was done, and then
Yeah.
we kind of got back together and
Kind of like a hiatus, like a
Yeah.
summertime hiatus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, we basically got, me and Zach restarted doing some of the songs again, and one of the first ones we did was called Summer, and then that one was actually the first song we released.
Yeah.
Once.
Well, actually, the one that we like started playing that kind of got us back together was Waiting on a Call.
Waiting on a Call.
Yeah.
Um,
we came and we just like were playing stuff, and we just wrote this song out, and like we just banged it out, and we're like, this is a really good song, we should just like record it. So we did a scratch recording of it, and they were like, hey, we should probably talk to Gordon because we haven't talked to him in a while. We talked to him.
Yeah, we were still like basically a
And then
band,
the-
but we hadn't really done anything. so
Yeah,
we're
and
like-
then we did the summer thing after that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of Waiting on a Call that brought us back.
Yeah, then once we hit the ground running with that, it sort of just kind of, we spent a while, probably about a year, I think, just basically jamming and just kind of writing music, learning covers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and then starting, really it was this last, what was it, June? We
Yeah.
played a gig at
PA's Lounge.
PA's Lounge.
In Somerville.
Which has now been rebranded into something else, Union Tavern, I think. And then, yeah, basically from there we've been just playing about a gig or 2 a month.
Yep.
Awesome.
And been rolling
Yeah.
forward, steamrolling, so.
Yeah.
And most of your stuff now is all originals?
Yeah, so we it's slowly we're slowly repurposing the set with our originals.
Right. The sets that we play are mostly covers, with originals laced in between
Yeah.
those.
I'd say
songs.
about a third. So
Yeah,
about
it's-
a third
When we
are
started,
original.
it was way less than that, but we've kind of added more as time goes on.
Yeah.
yeah. We usually play 3 sets during our gigs, so.
Yeah.
So
The
we had a
fact
bunch
that
of
a third of
original
it-
stuff, and like, you know, we had like maybe 3 or 4 stuff that like we had wrote and was good to play, but the rest of it was in concept form, and was like, oh, we got to figure out how to play an hour's worth of music, and so we did that. And then the next gig we got, they're like, hey, you guys are on for 3 hours. We're like, oh,
Oh no.
goodness.
That was fun.
We got to find 3 hours worth of music in a month.
Yeah.
And so we threw a bunch of covers in and stuff. So yeah, it's a mix between covers and originals at this point. Slowly.
Yep.
But everything we release
Slowly
is
working
all
on.
All original.
Yeah. Like the 4 songs we do have available that are kind of found iTunes, Spotify, everything like that. Those are all original.
Mm-hmm.
And the last set we actually recorded at Joe Merrick's Guilty Dog studio in Marshfield.
Yeah.
Which is the first like real like in studio recording we did, which is a really fun process.
It was
like
a ton of fun. Yeah.
like some people like hate being in studio and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's such a fun process.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can you guys walk me through a recording process? I've never recorded an album, so
Yeah. So the first thing we did, because we're all poor college students,
Can relate.
and recording studios cost by the hour, what we did and what was suggested by Joe, the guy who recorded us, was we recorded a really rough guitar and vocal track. So we recorded that to a metronome so that there's a steady pace to it, so we don't speed up or slow down.
Yeah, we did that like at like my house.
Right, outside of the studio. And then when we got to the studio, we recorded drums first along to that original scratch track. Then we put bass, then guitar and lead guitar, and then vocals and all of the backing vocals on top of that.
Yeah,
then-
so it goes from like the rhythm section
Right,
up.
right.
Yeah, and then at the end the scratch track gets dumped.
Right.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
basically just use that as a basis so that I'm not just making it up. So I have something to listen to and able to play with.
Yeah.
Right.
And so that we can keep it, because once you have it recorded, you want to do what's called like quantizing. Basically, you have everything there kind of synced to what you're setting as the beat. So beat one, it will electronically sync that to beat one, so that if you do slightly speed up, slightly slow down, it kind of fixes those little human errors.
Right.
Yep.
So you're not burning through just hour after hour of just, all right, retake.
Yeah.
So it saves a ton of money. It's just way more efficient.
So the initial kind of process is almost kind of layering up from rhythm
Exactly,
section up
yeah.
and just working your way up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then once all the tracks are all set down, then
And what's
all
great
the
about
mixing, mastering after that.
what's great about it is that in the EP that we released, the 3 songs, all of the drums, all of the guitar effects, they're all digital.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were all done on a
Yeah,
Mac.
I played on his.
But that doesn't mean that
electric
it
set.
like was just like typed in a computer. This
Right.
kid
We played
went
it. We actually
crazy.
played it. Yeah.
You.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Joe.
No,
Right
you.
now.
No, you went crazy on the electric side. You're just like
Oh yeah, no. Everything we do
everywhere.
is us. It's just the way it sounds.
input.
Yeah, the input. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
input digitally.
oh, instead of using this amp, we're gonna use this amp.
Right.
Or, oh, instead of this pedal, we're gonna use this pedal. Or
Right,
something
you
like
can
that.
emulate the sounds on the computer.
Yeah.
So when I play a C chord like this, I can make it come out of like a $10,000 amp sound.
Yeah.
On just what's the
He
program?
used Logic.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the technology is at the point now where
So
like
good.
you can
So good. It's
emulate
incredible.
anything, and it sounds like the real thing.
Right.
And you
and
can,
it's
like,
not cheesy.
Yeah, he can like switch things. So if I'm playing, basically I'm playing like a pad, basically, just like a rubber pad, and it records every time I hit the surface. And then what it does is you can adjust what you want that to sound like. So if I want
Right.
to change the hi-hat sound from a hi-hat to an open hi-hat, which is a lot like slushier, basically. You can do that. If you want to just change it to like a cowbell instead,
Right.
you can just change it and change it to a cowbell.
Yeah, so it
it's
gives
really
you-
cool. So it just takes whatever you did and it makes it sound as if you were playing a cowbell or something like that. So
Right.
it gives you so much versatility with what you're doing.
That's really good. I had no idea you can even like do kind of stuff like
It's
Oh,
that.
really
it's
cool.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
So when it comes to kind of like writing your own music, is it something that you all contribute to at once? Someone comes in with a riff or
It
lyrics?
yeah,
It depends.
So what happens is kind of like usually the idea will spark from a certain point. So like for example, like I'll come up with an idea of a song and I'll write, however much of it, I'm thinking of at the time.
Right.
Whether that be like I just come with the guitar riff and I don't have anything else, or I write the guitar riff, vocals, and I have like an idea for the drums, or like have a bass thing down, basically the whole song. And the same thing will like happen with Gordon or Zach. They'll
Right.
come up with the same thing, and we'll come to the practice and we'll be like, hey, I wrote this thing, and we'll show it to everybody, and then we'll kind of discuss and
Right. Make
be like,
changes
what
here and there.
what do we think goes there? What is that? What do we want to do for like drum beat, rhythm? Does any part of the song need to change or whatever? Lyrics, what what are the lyrics? Does it fit? Do we need to change something?
Right.
Or is it good and we can just figure something else out?
Yeah, so it's kind of a mix, like something like.
But in the end, the product, well, like, you know, I might have a song that like Against the Shades of Grey, which is like my song, or Aim Straight, which is like something that was born out of Zach and Gordon, and it ends up being, we end up creating something more than just each individual.
Yeah, the final product is a group effort,
definitely.
Yeah, but usually it sparks from one of us having an idea. Like Aim Straight came from Gordon having a riff that he came up with, just like the do 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 do. That was it. That's all we had. And then
that was it.
And then we kind of just sat down, me and him were like, all right, so what do we want to write about? And then just sort of became about cowboys.
Cowboys are cool.
Yeah. And that's basically it.
Yeah.
That's how that goes usually.
Do you guys want to play Aim Straight?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we'd love to.
This is the third song on the EP.
Like we said about cowboys, right?
Oh, cowboys.
One. Pull your hand to your waist. There's no time we can take. Wait for the signal. Aim straight. This is your fate. Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice. I'm a wanted man. Oh yeah. I'm a wanted man. All my sins, all they see. What's that voice I'm hearing? Reach for the shovel. Is that grave meant for me? Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice. I'm a wanted man. Oh yeah. I'm a wanted man. Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice. I'm a wanted man. Oh yeah. I'm a wanted man. Cold steel burns through my skin. What's that voice I'm hearing? Why me and not him? Didn't expect this from my next of kin. Been around the world with a gun in my hand. Don't think twice. I'm a wanted man. Oh yeah. I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted.
Yes.
Thank you.
That one's fun.
Yeah, I really like that one. So
Thank
you
you.
said, Gordon, you kind of came up with the riff for that
Yeah.
one. It kind of
Yeah.
blossomed from there. So how much would you guys say your songwriting has been from other musical influences? Kind of own personal ones.
Yeah. Heavy. On that one, the one that I'm always reminded of, Oh Well by Fleetwood Mac. That one reminds me of that. Kind of similar. Same key. But, yeah. I'm very, like, bluesy influenced. He's the drummer, Zach, is very, like, metal influenced.
I have weird.
Yeah. And he's just everywhere.
He's stinging.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
For like the most of my early childhood, I listened to the Police, because like that was at the time, my dad would, like, I mean, it's my dad's favorite band, but he was always playing it. So I know, like, every single Police song, like, in the back of my hand. So I have all of that in there. And
It's just
then,
funny because we never cover any Police songs.
Yeah.
and then at some point, you know, it was around when, like, MP3s were out, like, little MP3 players. I was still, like, tiny. I didn't really understand what was happening.
So nothing's
I
changed.
found a MP3 player that had a bunch of Foo Fighters and Nirvana and Pearl Jam on it. I was like, oh, that's cool. So I listened to that, and then that got me into like a bunch of like alternative grunge punk, which a lot of that influences my music. Like Against the Shades of Grey. I mean, I wrote the acoustic version is a little more
Relaxed.
a little more relaxed, but like the electric version is just like it's just like a very punk thing.
Very driving.
You know, it's very like Green Day. I think there's a few Police songs that have like a similar thing going on too.
Yeah, and we're gonna call. Actually, this is something me and Gordon kind of both found out relatively recently.
Yeah, right.
Was that the butterfly you see? Actually, there's
on the EP cover.
on the EP cover,
and talked about in the song.
and it's mentioned in the song. Is actually a reference, or you
Yeah,
use it
it's,
as an inspirational.
So
thing?
yeah, because waiting on a call, it's about, you know, at some point he's homeless, and so I like to reference pieces of music that I think are cool, and if like the content of it matches up, I like to kind of give a nod to that, you know, so that the music's not in a vacuum. There's always other things that are happening, and so in that there's two lines. So the verse is, you can see he's on the sidewalk and he's living in a little box. He's down on his luck, which is from Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi. Chases the Butterflies Away is from Even Flow, Pearl Jam, which is kind of talking about the same thing.
Right.
And Even Flow, the main guy, the main focus of the song is just a homeless person who has a crappy time, and so I kind of threw that in there.
So I guess it has a good amount of influence.
Yeah.
No, it's funny you guys
He's answering your question.
brought that up too. How you said the blues and metal and even Foo Fighters. I listened to your EP on Spotify this morning. I instantly got a Foo Fighters vibe. And now we bring up metal, I kind of heard a metal vibe with the drum fills. And it was like, it totally makes perfect sense now too.
Yeah.
So going off of like the Spotify and stuff, I've never even thought about this. Is there like a process of getting your music on there? Do you have to like sign something?
Yeah. So
There's different ways you can do it, but we went.
yeah, so there's a few different sort of online distributors that you can use, like CD Baby's one of them. We went through TuneCore, just happened to be just one of the ones we just decided to go to.
It's almost like looking for like if you're doing merch or something. There's like a billion T-shirt places that you can get that do the same thing.
Yeah. So like with TuneCore, basically what happens is you upload the files, and you kind of go through their little forms of like fill in the drop down menus and stuff like that, fill in the blanks, upload the lyrics and stuff. Then you can select what stores you want it to send through, and what happens is when they have different sort of like price categories, like to upload our EP, it costs a certain amount. I kind of forget which one it was, and you can select like how much, how long you want it to be live for.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, you can re-up for it.
Like,
So basically, what happens is you pay a small amount for them to distribute, and we did. We paid it was like a one-time sort of upfront fee you do, and it basically turns on Store Automator. And what happens is it just anytime there's a new store that gets added to the list on TuneCore, which is like 150 different digital stores worldwide.
yeah, and that's all they take out. They just take out the flat fee, and then
Yeah, basically.
all the money that's made from it, they collect and then give to you.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't make money off like the royalties or whatever.
Yeah, there's like a ton of different things you can do within the site, depending on like what you need. They have like their own little online radio you can use if you want. They have like YouTube, like monetization, stuff like that.
Right.
Even Facebook, they got something that you can, if you pay like, I mean, they're all relatively cheap things, but you can select what you want and what you don't want to use. For us, we basically just used the sort of just basic. We just wanted to get the songs out to the stores so people
Yep.
were available. So like
Yep.
the biggest ones like Spotify, iTunes. Even
Amazon,
YouTube, Amazon, stuff like
YouTube.
that.
Google Play.
Yeah. Then from there it gets a little more complicated because what they don't do is they don't give you direct access to those accounts. So like when you go search our band or something, or any band on like iTunes, you see like their basically artist profile.
Yeah.
Right.
And the tricky the tricky thing is being able to manage that because it doesn't just upload a photo for you. You basically have to like with iTunes, you have to use use a computer, not your mobile device. You have to use it like your
Desktop.
yeah, no, what's it called? The what's your like login info? Your
Apple ID?
Apple ID.
Yeah.
And you have to like go through it like fill out a form about like claiming the band.
Right.
So they basically want to make sure that you are actually in the band or in charge of the band.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do that, then you can upload things like photos and stuff like that. Which is how it makes it look how the other bands and stuff will have it.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you basically have to go through the process of like owning your own stuff after making the account.
Right, so it like makes
Yeah.
the account and uploads the music for you, and then you have to just go and claim it.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, this is us. Here's proof, and then we have total access to everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like with us, like I mean, like we did a really good job of setting up like all of our like social media accounts and sort of like the groundwork that kind of people like would do as like a secondary thing. Like usually like, oh, you see a band, you hear a band, then you go to their website. But for us, it was okay. Well, in order to do that, knowing that that's people's reaction, you have to set up those accounts so they're there,
Right.
so that
Yeah.
when people
And
want something to go to,
You don't just have to set them up, but like there also has to be stuff on it. It can't just be like, oh, they have a Instagram account that has absolutely nothing on it. Like,
Right.
yeah, it has to be active, which
like
is
the whole year or whatever before we started actually like recording and doing everything, like that's kind of what we were doing. We're putting stuff on Instagram and
Yeah.
Twitter and Facebook.
And we've been very lucky with the sort of contacts that we have, like for like photos and stuff like that. Like Gordon's girlfriend and my brother are both photographers or skilled in photography. So they were able to do it for us, and like our friend Max helped record like Summer, which was like our first single.
Yeah.
And then we have other friends and stuff like that who always reach out for their different talents that they
Right.
have. So it's
Yeah.
kind of a fun process because we get to
Yeah.
involve a lot of other people in stuff that we're doing, and we get to help them out at the same time they're helping us out. So we all get to learn from each other. So it's,
Definitely.
Because when you guys make your website, was that with help of anybody
I
else?
did it.
It's
I
a
made the website.
very
That was Gordon.
good
Thank you.
website. It's
Thank
like
you.
very easy. You can figure out
Yeah.
what you need. It's very professional too.
Thank you.
You have all your pictures.
Yeah.
And, all your personal info.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to book us, nosmallmatterband.com,
Yeah.
designed by Gordon. Check it out.
Yeah, and that was one of the big things, like you mentioned, how like, it looks like professional and stuff. That's was basically like our goal. Was that even if we have
Right.
0 followers, we want to make sure it looks as professional as possible as we can possibly get it at this stage of the game, so that when people do see it, they're like, oh, okay, they actually are taking this seriously. They're not just like a garage
Right.
band out of
Right. It has to look professional. So when my mom
Yeah.
buys the music from our website, she can't be like, wow, this looks like trash.
I know.
She has to be like,
I know.
this is
So,
good.
Yeah, so now that we have 1 follower, it's great.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
Trying to give you guys as many as possible.
Thank
Again,
you.
This is no small matter on 91.5 WBIM FM, hanging out for the first hour of One Night Mayhem. Is there a specific song you guys, anything you would like to play at all? Another one from EP? Or?
well, we've been talking. There's one song off the EP we haven't played, and we talk about it like
Yeah.
a bunch so far. It's "Waiting on a Call."
Yeah, we'll play Waiting on a Call.
Let's play Waiting on a Call. Let's play that one.
Which I must say, I do highly recommend listening to this one on the EP too, because actually all of them, because like the acoustic ones bring a totally different flavor of
totally
the songs.
different vibe.
Yeah.
So
Totally different.
yeah, no, highly recommend listening to both versions.
Yeah. We're not just an acoustic band. Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
On the sidewalk and he's in the pouring rain. He's getting kicked out. You might as well bury him in shame. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. You can see he's standing alone. You can see he's on the phone. He made a call. He got the answering machine. It's going all wrong. I guess he's going hungry for a week. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. You can see he's standing alone. You can see he's on the sidewalk and he's sitting in a little box. He's down on his luck. He chases the butterflies away. Waiting on the fall. Waiting on the fall. You can see he's not alone. You can see he turns the corner and the thief raises the gun up to his head. There's no way out. Triple tapping to the ground. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. Waiting on a call. And she picks up the phone, 'cause she's wondering how he's been.
No Small Matters bringing it tonight, ladies.
Yeah, we're trying.
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
So you guys said you've been kind of together as this trio for about 3 years?
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
So I bounced around a couple high school bands back in the day, and we always had the problem. Did you guys have a PA system when you started out?
Yes.
Or like right away, do you have one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get triggered in a second.
The drummer Zach did.
there a backstory
Okay, let me
there?
tell this story.
There's an escapade.
Let me tell this
alright.
story. Okay,
Odyssey.
so we started 3 years ago, and we have this PA system in drummer Zach's basement, which we've been using. It's not bad, but it's not the
It
greatest.
has like 4 inputs
It's-
on
yeah,
it. It
it's
has
done
just
its
basic
job.
It's done its
control.
job. It's
Up until
done
this
everything
point.
it's
You
needed
can't
to.
control like EQ or whatever. It's just volume,
Right.
and you have a little bit of reverb.
Yeah, it's not bad. It did the job. And then like 2 months ago, or 1 month ago,
No, like a month ago.
yeah, like a month ago,
2 weeks.
bassist singer Zach brings in this PA system, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've had this in my basement for a while."
It's
and
at
it's like
least-
way better than the one we've been using for 3 years.
It has approximately 50 more knobs
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Like full EQ control.
It's like 8
Monitor,
channels.
main.
So the
1,
whole
2,
thing is
3,
just like 2 or
4.
3 times better.
Yeah.
And he's just been
It's been
storing
sitting
this
in my
thing.
basement, like in the corner, with like bowls and cups on.
And then, like 3 days ago, we're going to play our latest gig, I guess. And okay, so we bought stands for the speakers. And
I didn't know we bought those.
we bought them, and then this kid comes over with 2 other speaker stands,
Speaker stands for the monitors.
for the monitors.
Yeah.
3 days ago,
Yeah.
we bought these things like
Which we now don't need.
no, now we don't
In
need.
my defense, I wasn't sure if the speakers I brought, if the stands we got, which are like all standard size, I just didn't know that. I didn't know if it would fit
It
the
would
speaker,
fit.
so I brought my own.
But didn't even care to mention it.
Yeah, no,
before.
no.
Yeah, so I just.
We recently got good upgrades.
Yeah, so triggered.
Hey, well, you know, we're all human. We all make
Yeah.
mistakes.
Oh, of course.
Just for 3 years
3
straight.
years is a
Yeah.
very long
Most,
mistake,
but
though.
yeah.
It lets you appreciate the little things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like knowing your equipment that you have at your house.
Or being able to hear yourself when you play.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
So has that really upscaled the your live performances?
Yeah, because before we just had 2 monitors that would point out, but now we have the option if we wanted to. We're going to be using his PA system. He had 2 nicer monitors, and if we want, we can use one of our old speakers to point
Yeah.
at us so we can hear the vocals better.
Which is like what you always are supposed to do, but
Right.
we
Yeah, you're
just
supposed to
never.
one.
I mean, we have them. I just
Especially
didn't
where like
bring it.
all 3 of us like sing too. Like that's really the biggest concern
it's
when
not just
when
me
all
singing.
3 of us are singing.
Yep.
That we can at least hear. Like I know, like for me, like I'm in the back, so literally everything that happens sound wise goes forward.
Yep.
Right.
So I pretty much only get surrounded by my drums, and then little bits of everything else.
Right.
So I either have to guess vocally, or I get the option of actually hearing
Yeah.
myself, which is
Which
sometimes
is probably
bad.
a good thing that you can hear.
Oh, it's good and bad. It's bad because now I have to hear myself. But it's
That's
good
true.
because at least I don't have to hurt other people's ears
Yeah.
as much.
Right.
So
Did you guys find any difficulty singing and playing at the same time? Was it a lot of practice?
Oh, yeah.
It depends on what you're playing, because if you're just playing like,
Yeah.
it's easy to sing this song, it's just a C chord. But if I'm doing like something crazy,
Oh,
then
you know
then
what that
have
was?
to-
You know what that was
Yeah.
for me recently? We were trying to find like switch around songs for a set, and one of the cover songs that we were playing, we didn't want to play anymore, so we took it out and we're like, what do we want to play? We should probably do something that's a little more modern. And I was like, why don't we play Still Into You by Paramore, because it's a great song. I didn't realize at the time that the bass line and the vocal line rhythmically do not sync.
not even kind of.
And so like it's the day of the gig, and we get up to start playing, and I'm just like, guys, this is gonna be hard. Because I'm just going like, can't count the years on one hand that we've been. I mean, I can do it now because I've done it
Yeah.
a billion times, but when I started, I was like, can't count.
it's a lot of start and stop.
Darn.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, like I knew that even before like the band formed just because like I've been playing drums since like 4th grade.
Yep.
Officially since 4th grade. I was playing a little bit before that, but like even just talking and playing drums, because it's like I'm already doing a lot to begin with.
Using
and-
everything.
Yeah, and they're usually, I mean, they're almost always doing something different from each other.
Yeah.
But I've only just recently, probably within the past year, been like really like comfortable singing or doing anything like that. Even like now playing the cajon, which if you're not looking at me right now, I'm playing a cajon, which is just a box drum. Even that's a little bit hard for me to still sing. Like there was some stuff that I wanted to sing on Waiting on a Call, but I dropped off because it's
hard.
still different.
Yeah.
It's still different. But yeah, it's good that we know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always like the first thing you got to be able to do is know that, oh, this is going to be hard. So that's,
Yeah, it's like people. It's just a different form of multitasking. Like
Yeah.
you realistically can't actually do two things at the same time. You're focusing on one to focus on the other. So like if I'm playing and singing at the same time, I have to know either one of those without thinking about it. It just
Right.
has to happen.
One
by
has to
muscle
be
memory.
automatic.
So I can focus on the other one.
Right.
So if you don't know a specific part on the guitar and you don't know a specific line that's maybe a few lines ahead, you can be completely mixed up.
You're in trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause then once you get that, then you can start working on not just singing, but actually singing like correctly.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing for me that I've noticed is that like if I have to hold out a note for an extended period of time, but I still have to drum or do drum fills, like being able to keep my head in one spot and be able to use like breath control.
Yeah.
And be able to kind of keep your
Also
voice
not
from like
letting your
not like you're on a
movement interrupt like the
yeah,
breath flow.
which is just it makes you just start sweating more.
Yeah,
So-
because like I mediocrely play drums, and I notice I can't even talk when I'm playing. It's
Yeah.
one of those you can kind of get your different feet going different ways, and as soon as you
Yeah.
realize you're doing it, all excited, and I mess it up.
Oh yeah, no.
So
Once
I
you
totally
notice it,
I
yeah.
totally understand what you're going for.
Yeah.
So with a big part with bands is when you're jamming together, everything feels good, and then when you get to like your first like public like live show, it's a totally different animal. So like,
Yeah.
have you noticed? Was performing live different when you did it to what you first originally thought it was going to be?
So
like,
we
or-
actually experienced this this Saturday. Actually, at least I did. I don't know if
Not for
these
the first
guys-
time. Just-
So the places we've been playing at have been fairly have been kind of like smaller, and the people that are there like are, you know, like a lot of the times like, you know, you'll have your family there, but then you'll also have like other people that are coming in that are like regulars. But it's like a small, intimate environment, so people will actually be engaged. And
yeah, a lot of the
and
people
communicate
there
with you.
know we're going to be there in advance.
Right.
So they're
So-
prepared to hear a band.
So that's kind of part of that. So you know, you interact with people and whatever. And so this Saturday was the first time we actually played at just like a bar that just has music on the side, and then people are doing whatever.
Yeah, where we weren't the
that what you're-
actual like,
Right. We weren't the draw.
Yeah, it was over at JP Ryan's in Abington, and so we get up there and we start playing, and you know, not thinking about it, you know, we start doing our banter, and absolutely nobody.
There's no
Nobody
response.
cares.
Was interacting with us.
Nobody cares.
And we're just like,
Nobody cared. We made a joke. It was just like silence. We're like, oh, okay.
got played off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, that's what you have to do. So, like, doing stuff like that and just knowing that you want a performance aspect, but you also have to know that it may not be received.
Yeah,
but
right.
it not necessarily means it's bad. It's just
Yeah.
it may not be what you're thinking it's gonna be.
Right.
Like for us, like we still like you still make jokes, or you still say things, or you still look as if you were playing the main event, but also just know that we're not necessarily the main event.
Right.
yeah, and like
So-
we got feedback that people were enjoying it, people liked it. Like we even had people that are like, hey, like a bunch of people stayed and listened to the end of the set before leaving. They just came to come eat and have some drinks, and then they stayed for us. So like it was like people were listening, they liked the music, and they're having a good time. But it was a different experience, and we're just like,
Yeah, it's not
we
going
kind
to
of
be
had
the
to
garden.
adapt on the fly.
Right.
Yeah.
And just kind of be like, all right, I guess we're just gonna play through the thing, and then if there's anything that's really cool, like we occasionally we'll play tribute Tenacious D.
Fantastic.
Occasionally, we play it every set.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, every gig
People
we
need
play
to
it.
know.
And
They do need to know.
I have had almost every week at least 3 people will be like, you know, you remind me like, and I'm like, what do you think it is? I'm like, you remind me of Jack Black. I'm like, yep, yeah, without fail. And so, and I like Jack Black, and we're like, you know what we should do? We should play that song. And so that's one of the covers
Which we all
play.
knew.
But so like I had this whole monologue and whatever at the beginning, and I had to cut it short because no one was listening. But like you still got to kind of do stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
To keep people engaged. You're not just like, oh, we're just playing your music and you're just eating your food and we're just gonna part ways after.
Yeah, we were a little spoiled because I guess the gig we played in October that kind of kicked off like the month by month sort of gigging. It was at Maggie's Lounge, and it was sort of like a music night. So people were there to see bands.
They were there for.
So everything we did, like we were like, oh, how's everyone doing tonight? And everyone's like, clapping everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was great, and that was like really reactive crowd and everything. People were dancing, everything like that. And then we had to find out how to switch gears to people just showing up. Like local drunks just showing up at 12. Being
12
like,
in the
oh,
morning.
you guys are better than the Beatles. And then we're like, all right, cool, I
Can
guess.
I jam with you?
And then we get told later that he was just hitting on us, and it was, and that we gave him a business card with my phone number on it, which
I'm gonna give you guys a big break.
We got that too. At the place Maggie's Lounge, there was a lady who was obsessed with Zach, the singer Zach, and just every 15 seconds, just calling him over. Oh, you know what you should do? You should do this, or oh, don't you guys should be supporting him as friends, and we're bandmates.
Yeah. And then they would go away, and then she'd be like, you don't need them. And I was like, oh, what is that?
Yeah,
It's your band.
She can't.
This is your band.
She stopped me during mic check.
Steven Tyler.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she said that. She's like,
Steven Tyler's not worth bleep,
Right. But you.
you got it.
It's like, go make your own band then. If you have all the
That's
answers.
okay. She got kicked out. Arrested later.
She got arrested that night.
So we're
Fun show.
coming near the end, so I'm thinking I'll give you guys a quick rattle off a few just quick bang questions.
Sure.
I'll play one more for you guys. You're cool with that?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so this goes for everybody. If you could jam with anybody at all in history, who would it be with?
Jimmy Page.
Oh gosh.
Done. Go.
Dave Grohl, because he can do everything.
Kurt Cobain, because he was legendary.
Nice. So if you could only go to one concert at any point in time, only one to be done, which one would it be?
The Monterey Pop Festival that Jimi Hendrix came to the U.S. debuted, and he burned his guitar.
Crap.
Yeah.
So many good ones.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Honestly, this is wow. Any show ever?
Yeah, it could be any band specific show you're thinking of, any just big concert, whatever you want to.
I know. There's so many.
I think I would probably have gone and seen Hendrix at Woodstock,
Yeah.
because that was crazy. It's one of the best performances I've ever seen.
I probably would have went to a Buddy Rich show, just because he's been a big influence. So.
So this might cause some problems. Which one? You guys are all. What do you think is the most important instrument or aspect of a band?
Me.
It's the most important instrument or aspect of the band. Definitely. This is gonna sound like super cop out, but it's definitely
You say talent.
No, it's having a good bond and communication.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it's not even
Easily
so much music.
communication.
You could be terrible at music, but if you're just if you all get along and you all have the same sort of aspiration,
Right.
it goes.
Yeah, if you communicate and you all each have the same thing that you want to do, and views on how you view your music and what your process is, then all the stuff you see with other bands that get in fights, sue each other, the police like fist fighting each other by the end of their stuff.
Yeah,
None of that
definitely
happens because none of the egos there. You're
Yeah, I
always
would say
together.
definitely having, that
Everything else
ego
comes
check
after that.
ability to be able to look at yourself and say, hey, I can take criticism and I can give criticism and it's okay because we're just trying to all get to the same goal.
Yeah. 'Cause you can have like someone maybe sub out who's better musically, but if the vibe doesn't work, it's all off.
It's useless.
Exactly. Yeah.
So last one for you guys. Is there a specific band that you think is super underrated that you guys want the people to know about?
No Small Matter.
Wow.
After leaving tonight, you're not
Only
wrong.
answer.
That is the only answer. No, I mean, they're not really, I don't want to say underrated, but my uncle's band, who they just celebrated their 20th anniversary, Didn't Plan It. I just love their music. They're awesome.
Yeah.
So, if you guys haven't heard of them, I would look them up too. They're a great show. We actually, every time I see them, I take something out of like the showmanship and stuff like that. Just be like, oh, maybe we should incorporate that, or maybe
Definitely.
we should move more, talk more, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So wherever you guys want to close out the show with, it's all yours.
You want to do the cover?
really, we're gonna close out with the cover.
Yeah. So we close out all our shows with covers.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that
Alright.
we always close out on.
We actually have a video of this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be better than that video.
Yeah.
But
All right, yeah, you can check this one out on YouTube though, on our YouTube channel.
This is called For What It's Worth. It's by Buffalo Springfield.
2, 3, 4. There's something happening in here. But what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. This battle line's being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. I think it's time we start. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going down. What a few day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and a carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going down. Yeah. Gordon, take it away now. Paranoia strikes deep into your heart, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and it take you away. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going down. Yeah. Look at what's going down, baby. It's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going. You better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look at what's going. You better stop.
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for coming on tonight.
Thank you
Everybody
for having
listening,
us.
Again, that was No Small Matter, and that was Buffalo Springs. I love that song, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Killer song.
Great
You can
cover.
check us out on
you.
all of our social media accounts. Just type in No Small Matter Band, and you're bound to find us eventually.
Yeah.
So again, everybody, this is No Small Matter. Thank you guys so much. I love talking to you guys.
Thank you for
man,
having
this
us.
is
having
awesome.
us.
Thanks for having us.
No
Oh my
problem.
gosh.
Anytime, you guys are very welcome to Monday Night Mayhem family now. Love you guys now. Thank you guys for tuning in. So everybody, we're going to take a quick break. We'll resume the show in just a little bit. And again, No Small Matter. Thank you guys for listening and continue listening. We'll be back shortly.
Take care.
Bye-bye, guys.